Hi guys, welcome to another episode of Rebuilding Portsmouth, and it is going to be probably the final episode of the season. Not the end, but the final episode of the season. We're going to just jump straight on into things, and you guys can see why things have been the way they are. But I've got to say, I'm still pretty damn pleased with the way we've been playing. So let's get straight into things. We've got the first game, which was at home to Millwall. Now, Millwall have got a good side. They're a decent team. They've just been down on their luck this year, and that is one of the reasons that they're dangerous. John Sutton put them in front, and I cannot seem to stop John Sutton from doing the things he does. We tried marking him out the game when we played them at the Den. He scored twice. We tried marking him out the game today. He still scored, and I feel that if he'd stayed on the pitch, he probably would have scored more. But we managed to get ourselves level through Miles Story, who I just brought on as a sub because Marcus just wasn't really getting much done today. So Story is the hero for us in this game, and it keeps us, well, it takes us our unbeaten run to 3 games, but it is 2 straight draws. However, we managed to correct that in the next game with a spectacular performance. And I say spectacular because we had a man sent off after half an hour. Jed Wallace with 2 goals in this one. In between that, though, John Marcus made it 2-0, and Dan Butler was sent off for a silly, I don't even know what it was. It was one of those strange ones. It wasn't like, obviously because I don't watch it in 3D, it was hard to tell, but it just looked like one of those weird ones where there's just 2 players next to each other and then there's a red card. I wasn't entirely sure what happened there, but it happened. Clint Hill was sent off for Gillingham. Clint Hill's still playing. Fair play. And Gavin Hoyt. Didn't he used to... Oh, no, that was Justin Hoyt. There was a young guy that used to play for Arsenal called Hoyt. Yeah, no. There was a guy called Justin Hoyt, I think his name was. But yeah, we were better than Gillingham, and I was very impressed that we actually managed to get a 3rd goal whilst trying to sit on the 2-goal lead after we got a player sent off. Gillingham didn't really offer anything in that game, and we walked away with a comfortable win. 4 games unbeaten. Good stuff after that little poor run with the Walsall and Crawley games. I wanted to sort of stretch that as much as I could and just see how many points we could take from our final few games of the season. Well, in the next game, we went to Stadium MK, and got to be honest with you, I actually feel that we were a little unlucky not to win this. Like, Craig Davis, not the terrible singer from the late 90s, Craig David, because that's not even his name, put the MK Dons in front in the 6th minute before El Hadj Diouf, that cock end of a man, was able to put Milton Keynes Dons 2-0 up, and they weren't playing that well. We were dominating the game, and I was really annoyed when we went 2-0 down, but Andy Barcham immediately responded on our behalf. We got a lot of yellow cards in this game, Jesus. Miles Story then was able to put us at 2-2. Unfortunately, we then managed to miss a whole series of, I think we won 6-2 on clear-cut chances or something, but the point is, we only got a draw. We missed a lot of chances in this game, and we really do need to work on that next season. But good to see Miles Story scoring again, proving that he really can do it. Then, next game, Southend at home. Clinical, just perfect performance. Jed Wallace, John Marcus. Unfortunately, Leon Clark's equaliser for Southend soured it a little bit. Poor defending, but one of those things. But Wes Fogden pretty much put us in an unassailable position by half time. Not unassailable, we've thrown that kind of crap away before, but nowadays, things seem to be a bit more stable for us now. We're not likely to throw away a 2-goal lead anymore. So we managed to get away with another win, which is important because, look, our home games, we've been pretty strong at home. Next, we went away again. We've not been able to win away from home lately. Our last away win was, there we go, the 2-1 win at Preston at the start of the last month. Leyton Orient. I really thought we were going to get this. Because I think we were the better side. It might not look it here, but I think in clear-cut chances we were better. Andy Barcham put us in front as well, and I thought, right, here we go. But unfortunately, Scott Cashket, with a cool name as well, was able to put Leyton Orient level. Dan Crowley, isn't he that Arsenal wonder kid? Yes. He's meant to be an absolute star in the future. He's a bit like Paddy Roberts, or is it Jack Grealish at Villa? And there's Ryan Ledson, I think it is, at Everton. There's a couple of these like wunderkind kind of players, and I'm pretty certain that Dan Crowley is one of those. I believe, yeah, he's Arsenal, isn't he? Because those are the ones I know off the top of my head. I'm sure there are more, but those are the 4 that particularly stand out. But then obviously I would talk about Paddy Roberts because I'm a Fulham fan, but that's just, one of those things. Anyway, moving along, back at home against Burton. Once again, comfortable. Andy Barcham's had a great, basically, he said to me, I want to get a new contract. And I was like, well, okay, but we'll wait until the end of the season until we can sort that kind of crap out. He seems to be playing for that new contract, and it's a shame because I don't know if I'm going to give him one or not. I'd like to. I think I will, just based on the performances he's put in, because he really is a solid performer for us. He's got a lot of goals from that left wing position. But I am going to have to sign another left winger in the summer, so I may renegotiate his squad status a little bit. Maybe bring him down to sort of rotation or backup. I don't know which one's higher to get, because I do want to sign a quality left winger in the summer, because I feel that's an area we need to improve, and maybe an attacking mid. Although Fogden is doing well, I just have to see how things go, because that's one area. One area we are very strong though is the centre of the park, that centre mid area. We've got 4 or 5 players that can keep interchanging, which is useful because we constantly get injuries in that area of the pitch. So it's good to have 5 players, and they never seem to complain about not playing because they're always getting games. In amongst all this, also Charles Dissels is out for 2 months with a horrible hip injury. Which brings us to here, and I'm going to just quickly show you the league. Now, we've got 60. We could actually finish 7th with things going right for us today. Or we could finish... Well, the lowest we can finish is 9th, which is crazy good for us. Marcus, well, he's going to be the top scorer in the league, isn't he? Jed Wallace is probably also going to be the player of the year, which is cool. Birmingham City and Peterborough have already been promoted, and the others have all wrapped up those playoff spots. They all wrapped them up in the last game. We didn't quite do enough, but I'd say we've done bloody well just to get this close, to be honest. And I think next year we are really going to push for it. In fact, my aim next year is sod the playoffs. We're going to try and go automatic next year. I think without those... I think if we had have been using the system the way we are now, and without having to change things because of the updates, although maybe that wasn't the update, maybe it's just one of those things, I don't know. But now that the game seems more stable, I think next year, perhaps this year, had we not had those little issues, we might well have been in here, I think. Because we had that spell where we lost like 5 in a row, was it even 6 in a row? I don't know. But even if we'd have taken like 7 points from those games, we'd be sort of right up here. Perhaps not. Yeah, we definitely would have been in the playoffs, I think, had we not had that little blip. We wouldn't have been able to get automatic promotion. I think that's a bit of a stretch to suggest that we could have got 12 more points without that. But yeah, anyway, that brings us to... I'm just going to quickly show you the squad as well while I'm at it, because we want to get into the game, as I'm sure you do as well. So, yeah. Again, apologies for the jumps that happen with the live comms. There's nothing I can do about it. I really am sorry, but if I don't... The only way I can get rid of it is to not do live comms at all, and I don't want to do that. I will try and get myself a new computer as quickly as I can, but I want to make sure I get a decent one because it's expensive and nobody has that kind of money laying around. Marcus has got 33 goals and 45 appearances, 45 starts, 51 appearances though, all overall, which is pretty damn good. Assist-wise, well, Jed Wallace is up there with 18 of them, which is crazy good. Did I notice it? Yeah. Andy Bartram now has 11, which is great. Basically, our front four, I want to be, the striker for me, I want to have a 25, 30 goal a season striker. Then my right and left sided players, I want to be 10 goal. And ideally, my attacking midfielder should be 10 goals as well. But Fogden's contributed enough, I feel. 8 goals is pretty damn good from that role, considering some of the efforts he's put in. And Watmore, with 5 goals, he does take penalties, but he's scored some good headers from corners too. He is going to be crazy good. It's also been pointed out to me that he looks like Jack Wilshere in a wig, and he actually kind of does. Well, not like, I mean, yeah, he does. He's got, like, imagine that without the hair. He does look a little bit like Jack Wilshere. I love his hair. Like, it must look so nice when he's running through the wind, although, good lord, there's a lot of stuff going downhill here. Why is that? That's strange. His skills are going down. Only flair is going up. What are you being trained on? Apologies for this, guys. Jumping reach. So why is his flair going up, everything else going down? Help by gaining... That's interesting. Might have to take a look into that. If you've got any ideas why that's happening, then please let me know, because I'm not really great at the whole of the training and development side of the game, and I really do want to improve on that. Player of the match is Marcus with 6, yellow cards, Butler with 6, Hanley with 6, Jesus, not even played for us that long, and Partington with 6. Red cards, of course, Butler obviously picked one up too. Jed Wallace is the best overall. Now we're going to step into the match preview screen. However, right, so they're playing a 4-4-2, who cares? I'm not really that bothered about what system they're going to play, because I'm going to play the same kind of style anyway. I'm not going to turn that off, I will do the drop deeper thing, because that's what I always do against 4-4-2 teams. But today, well, first things first, I'm going to pick rotated squad full rotation, but I'm going to change it myself as well because I don't think it's going to be rotated enough. I'm going to show filters to show under 21s and under 18 players because I want to put in some really, really young players. I feel that, who is he? Where is he? Nathan Dodd. Here, Doddy. Nathan Tolley. Actually, no, let's get rid of the under 18s because we're not going to be playing any of those guys. Nathan Dodd, where are you, son? There you are. Oh, he's injured. Oh, that's a shame. I was going to put Dodd in because I wanted to try him out. Is there anyone else here? No, we really don't. Okay, well, this is what we're going to go with. Marcus is going to play up front, but Grant Nichols is going to get his first start, I think. Maybe not. Right, I've been taught how to pronounce this properly, and I'm sorry. It's just when I see it, I always get really confused by it, even though I know how to say it. Rwakarambwe. Yeah. Barkhazen. Yeah, why not? Bull. Close, Hanley, Chorley, Watmer, Maloney, Poke. It's not as perhaps changed as I would have liked. Nick Orford, where does he play? Apologies if I don't know where Nick Orford plays. I've never actually used him in a game before. Oh, what we're doing? Yeah, there we go. Orford. Midfield centre. Yeah, let's put you in instead of Ben Close. Oh. Star youth player. Interesting. Well, okay, let's go with that for now. I decided to do this just because we aren't going to get that higher up the table anyway. Let's give these guys some numbers. And I figured, why not give our youngsters a chance to sort of show you what they're like? Because I'm really happy with a few of the way that some of them are developing. It's a shame that Nathan Dodd can't play, but I'm very, very excited about Grant Nichols and Nicky Bull particularly. Those guys look like they're going to be quality coming through. Oh, it's such a shame that we can't play Nathan Dodd because I think he's going to be genuinely brilliant. Like, they reckon he could be Premier League, like leading Premier League quality already, and that's what my scouts, not already, but like that's what they think he could be. So who knows? Maybe he could be one of the players that leads the line for us when we hopefully one day get ourselves back to the Promised Land and the Premier League. So let's just get this all going. I may have to bring on some of the well, there's not that much on the bench either because we'll just have to see what happens. I don't care if we lose this one. I'm more interested in just seeing what our youngsters have got to offer. Here's Maloney out on the right hand side, and I just want to see what we're capable of. Poke in goal. Alex Bass is another one. I should have probably put Bass on to start this game rather than Poke. Ball all the way. Oh, good stuff. I might bring on Bass for the second half because he's been making noise about wanting to leave because he's not getting enough game time ahead of Paul Jones. But I think soon he may actually start getting some game time. Here's Rwakarambwe. Orford up to Marcus, loses the ball, and that's going to get cleared now. Here they come. Here come Blackpool. It'd be a shame to lose the last game of the season at home, but, you know, if we do, we do. We just wanted to have a chance to look at some of these guys in a more competitive setting. Oh, God, they've been dragged right out of position here. Hopcutt has to score, surely. Oh, don't know what the defender was doing there, but certainly wasn't blocking it, that's for sure. Oriole with the ball up. Go on, clear it. Oh, that is a good header from Habib. I thought that said Habib Bellend. I apologise. I don't know how to pronounce his name. Is that Habib Bey, or is that a different guy? There used to be a guy that was called Habib Bey, I think. They used to play for Newcastle, like 10 years ago. I've said like a lot in that sentence. Blackpool probably are going to beat us there. There's a good ball in, and that is a great header, and yeah, there's nothing that Poke could do to stop that, unfortunately. Shame, but let's see what we can do. If we go to 2-0 down, I may actually switch to Overload just to see if these guys have got any real creative ability. I don't want to give them a spank, get them... What? Oh, no. I just assumed he'd save that. What happened? So it's a long-range effort, which... Oh, dear. Oh, dearie me. Okay, so someone's been watching Rob Green way too much. That was appalling. Orford, Barkhazen, Marcus, back across to Rwakarambwe. Oh, and that might... It's your second goal of the season? Fahad Rwakarambwe has scored for Pompey. We're only 9 minutes into this game, you realise. Marcus does well here. It's a lovely little setup. Oh, I think he actually got tackled there. That probably looked like a penalty, but I'll take it. You know, Rwakarambwe plays that role really, really well, and if he was a little bit better and a little bit older, I think we'd be probably good for that. We've got such a good set of young players at this club. I'm really happy with that, and perhaps we don't need to be signing as much as maybe we do as other clubs do, and I have had to in other series, basically, because Pompey do have some quality young players coming through. And, it's Healy, ball across, and Kevin Doyle, no, Healy, good save, good tackle. I think that was Watmore with the tackle there in the end. Not really seen a lot of Nichols or, what's he called, or Bull yet, but I'd like to see one of those two really step up. I know it's a big deal to go from sort of the under-21 league, which we're dominating. I should point, damn it. It's 3-1. And it's the evergreen Kevin Doyle with the goal. Right, well, let's take this a little bit more seriously and try to not push so deep, maybe not close down as much, because obviously we're getting dragged out of position as a result of doing that. Let's try and whip some crosses in, see what we're capable of. I'm not going to throw it on overload after 20 minutes, just because otherwise we could end up losing like 7-1, and that's the last thing these kids need. It's a bit like that FA Cup game I think it was last year, where Sam Allardyce put the kids out against Nottingham Forest and they got beat 5-0. Not good for them, to be honest. It's not exactly character building, is it? Let's see. Watmore's not playing well today. To be fair, look what's around him. Give him a break. Blackpool deserve to be winning this game. There's no doubt about that. And I think, it's my fault. But then again, the goal that Michael Pope conceded was an absolute shocker. And so with that in mind, Alex Bass is coming on at half-time, because that was terrible. That goalkeeping. No, that's not the right button. Individual team. No, that's fine, yeah. I thought I clicked them to do the individual talk. I never let them do the individual talks for some reason. They always seem to mess that up and upset the players if you let them do it. I like to do those ones myself, even though I always seem to click the same thing, because it always seems to get a nice good green result. I might wait till like 55 minutes before throwing it on overload just to see what we can do. Or maybe I'll just do it now, actually. Let's go overload. See what you guys are capable of. They're going to get knackered, but let's just see what we can come up with. You never know. We might make this into an entertaining second half. There's a lot of nerves there. Let's just wait until these tactical changes have been made, and then we can try and deal with that as a separate issue here. Let's just tell them to calm down. No pressure. Actually, that's what we're talking about. No pressure. Hopefully that will help a little bit. Because there isn't any pressure. It's the last game of the season. Yeah, we might lose a place in the league, but oh well. It's no biggie. I just want to see some of these guys and see if they've shown me anything that makes me think that they could play in our team, basically. That's the only reason I'm doing this, to see if like Grant Nichols puts some good crosses in, or Rwakarambwe puts some good goals in, and he has. It's Orford. Nichols. We can make some substitutions. What am I talking about? Rwakarambwe. Back out to Bull. Knock it down the side. That's a good ball. Maloney. Get it across the box. Poor. Well, Hanley. Go on, Raheem. Just whip it in from here. That'll do. Whip it all the way across. John Marcus. Even in a team of kids, this guy could score. Right. Okay. Barkhausen's off. I don't want to bring off any of the kids. I want to leave them on. Ben Close. Actually, I will bring on Ben Close, because these guys are looking a little bit knackered in the midfield here. So we'll go with that. I'm going to leave Marcus on just to see if he can get any more goals for us. May as well improve his tally, but it's good to see him get on the score sheet. It's a good ball in from Raheem Hanley as well. I think he's been a decent signing. The fullback signings we've made have been good. That looked like it came off his shoulder. Don't care though, it's a goal. 15 minutes to go. Probably not going to get anything from this game, but if we did, that would be bloody awesome. And be some good confidence to prove that we can come from behind in games that we're really not playing that well in. Although I think we probably should have had more clear-cut chances. Like, I think the chances we've scored were actually quite clear-cut. Oh dear, this is about to be 4-2. No, good clearance from Watmore. Rwakarambwe's away here. If we've got enough men breaking over on the left-hand side, if he can look for a decent pass. He's been crowded out. Maloney, well done. No, well done. Rwakarambwe, get it over to the left-hand side. That's poor. We've won the ball back again. Watmore is doing a superb job at sweeping it. It's Jed Wallace all the way through here. Scores. Pompey 3, Blackpool 3. Tell you what. Firstly, well done, Rwakarambwe, for his persistence, but also well done, Jack Watmore, for sort of sweeping up. That's going to be an assist for Nicky Bull. But Watmore just seems to be getting in there and he's sweeping up any mistakes, and that's the kind of thing I love to see. And Irony is apparently injured. Wallace has a goal, and that's over the crossbar. Looks like it's going to be a 3-3 draw, which I will take. For the final day of the season, it's nice to have a bit of a goal fest, and it gives you guys something to watch in the highlights. Not the highlights, but in the live com too. Plus, you got to see some of the kids in action. I'm pretty pleased with some of them, to be honest. Rwakarambwe, great. Very, very pleased with him. Nicky Bull got an assist. Can't fault that. Watmore, I thought, was great today. Although we did concede goals, but I thought, genuinely, he does some good stuff, and I'm looking forward to his progression too. All that means that we end up finishing... Well, we dropped a place in the end because of Rochdale's absolutely battering win against Gillingham, but, you know, I can't be too bothered. 9th in the league is pretty damn good. To finish that close to the playoffs. Well, if we'd won, we'd have been 3 points from it. So it's still, you know, I think we've done well. Did anyone get relegated? Wow, 50 points to stay up is pretty decent. Anyway, yeah, that is the season. Now, in the next episode, you'll obviously be joining me at the... Well, it'll be the first game of the new season in League One. Let's just have a look and see who's actually gone down or up, so we know who we're playing next season. So who's gone down? Charlton, Rotherham and Oldham. Oldham went up, Christ. I wonder where they were. So Oldham are... Whoa, Assombalonga got a lot of goals. I genuinely think in real life, he just hasn't found his level yet. He's... just keeps scoring goals. It's great to see. Rotherham and Charlton. So we're going to play Charlton next year. That's going to be a tough one. Forest and Leicester are promoted. Sheffield Wednesday could be back in the Premier League. Fulham. Well done, guys. Is Felix Magath still? Oh, of course he's not, because the update would have taken him off. Who's managed? Tony Mowbray. Interesting. Just going down. See who's coming up. Chesterfield and Plymouth. It's nice to see our guy. And Swindon Town. Back from the dead, either York, Oxford, Carlisle or Shrewsbury, who got relegated from the Football League. Lincoln and Dagenham, it would seem... Well, that's a shame. Lincoln must have just come back up again, I'm guessing. God, I remember Lincoln were in like League 1, League 2 playoffs, like, consistently. Conference... Who went up as champions? Gateshead, that's good to see. After they lost in the playoff final to Cambridge United in real life. I don't know if we can go any further down than that. No, we can't. I haven't got those ones on because, you know, time. Let's just see how the Premier League's doing. Why not? The Premier League is Manchester City. Although, Chelsea have 2 games in hand, so they've not won it yet. It could all switch. United, quite a long way away, though, in 3rd place with Arsenal and Spurs fighting out for that final position. West Brom, yeah, that's the thing, though. West Brom came bottom of the league, or look like they could still stay up. Oh, no, they can't. No, they're pretty much relegated by virtue of goal difference. But, yeah, they won the League Cup. So that's awesome for them, I guess. Hull, they always seem to do quite well, I find, on Football Manager. So, yeah, there's that. Let's just take a quick look at the Cup competitions. Why not, while we're here? Let's take a little look-see at the FA Cup. I don't know if the final's been played yet. It probably hasn't. It's Tottenham versus Liverpool, so that's not a huge shock. And as I said, West Brom won the League Cup, which is kind of cool for them. So that pretty much sums up the season for us, guys. I hope you've enjoyed watching this year. Next year, we are going to be back, and we're going to be back with a bang. I'm going to pick up myself a left-sided attacking midfielder. I'm going to pick up myself a central attacking midfielder, and not sure where else to really strengthen. Possibly a second choice striker, since obviously Story is going to be going back to Swindon. So those are the places I'm going to look. And yeah, join me in the next episode where we will be beginning our 3rd season as Portsmouth coach, hoping to carry on rebuilding them and bring them some glory in years to come. So guys, if you've enjoyed this episode and have been enjoying the series so far, please feel free to drop a like on the episode. And if you'd like to even more than that, please feel free to subscribe to my channel. But I imagine if you're at this point and you're watching this episode and you haven't already subscribed, then I'm not sure. Well, hey, if you haven't, please feel free to. That's awesome. And I will see you guys, well, in League One next year. Bye-bye.